I feel bad because I'm all like congested and I have a cold. But it's like whenever I go out, I don't want people to know that like I've been sick.
Well,
So
that's not good. You getting people sick.
I'm not. I'm getting over it. It's just clearing out. Like my throat doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not like.
Are you a doctor or something?
Yeah. I'm not fucking kissing people. You know, I'm not getting all up on them and shit. But
Yeah.
So
you
like,
definitely got somebody sick.
Yeah, but he's fine with it. But
I'm feeling sick.
Fuck you. Quit being a bitch. Drink some emergency. You'll be fine.
No, I'm not really feeling sick.
Okay.
But I'm gonna pretend just to make you feel bad.
Yeah, I don't ever feel bad about getting nobody sick. When I had COVID,
I know that's the problem. That's what I'm talking about right now. This is exactly what I'm saying.
I'm why COVID got as bad as it did.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if you fucking get your immune system up, bro. Get your immune system up.
Well, that's what Carlin said.
Eat some vegetables.
You know Carlin?
George Carlin?
Yeah.
Not personally, but.
Yeah, but he would say that we need to stop being so germophobic. Yeah. And that's how we'll be stronger people. We just like, he's like, hey, sometimes just eat some dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I do it.
He was like swimming the East River when he was a kid. He's like, that's why I never get sick.
Yeah. I just want to dip in the Ganges.
Yeah.
It's a little dipperoni. But anyways, so like my nose is stuffy. I'm just boogery at this point. It's like I'm not sick. I just have boogers. But like I could just lie to people and be like, oh no, I'm doing coke. That's why. And they're like, that's you. Yeah.
So you're telling people that it's because of coke.
I'm lying to people that I'm doing cocaine when I'm not doing cocaine.
To fit in Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, no, in Houston, I quit cocaine and I had to lie to them that I'm still doing it to seem cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'd be like, oh, this bitch.
Yeah.
We can't hang out with her.
Yeah.
She's going to snitch. Fun.
Yeah. Fucking, I just kept my coke nail just not to look like a snitch.
Which one's the coke nail?
All of them now, but mostly this one. That's the main one. That's a super scooper.
Yeah.
That one's pretty long too, but that's like too much.
So you got your microdose?
Yeah, this is like, it's a weeknight. I don't want to get too fucked up, and this is like, it's Friday, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
Like this one's like, I don't care if my nose bleeds.
Coke, it would be for a sales job? Would it make you a better salesperson, you think?
It didn't help me at all. I would just be sitting there at my desk like, I'm too scared to talk to him. I'm too coked out. Like.
Yeah, I get paranoid and shit.
I did it when I worked at Harley Davidson. I feel like, should I not be talking about
what?
Doing coke?
Why not?
Please.
What are you gonna do?
Listen, can we get some cop listeners? Can we get just for? I don't care if I get arrested, just as long as somebody's listening.
Yeah. We can start broadcasting on the radio, police radio.
Yeah.
I'll pitch my show to the cops. Like,
the one where you kill people?
Yeah. They'd
be like, it depends. What do they look like?
Your favorite.
I'll turn my body cam off.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, more creativity in entertainment,
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there. Too many.
Yeah. Too many.
But basically, it's more just I'm making fun of a movie. There's a movie that's kind of like about what I'm talking about, but it was called I think it's called The Running Man. And
I've heard that before.
They will make people have to like fight for their life on like a reality game show.
Yeah, like Squid Game, kind of.
But like people like the world was watching.
Yeah. Squid Games was private.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like Survivor.
Yeah.
But literally.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm like making fun of it. I wouldn't obviously want to do this, but
why not? I think it's a good idea.
No, but I'm saying, how long do you think it would take for a society to get to the point where a society agrees? It's like, you know what, this is fine, this is funny, this is entertaining, we like it.
I give it 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like in movies about the future, they always think that we would be already there by now.
Yeah.
They don't give us as much credit as.
No, I think we're starting to move backwards and be less empathetic. With the legislation coming out and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're starting to not care anymore.
What about with UFC? Like a lot of these people who get knocked out.
Yeah, and we love it.
They're like getting changed for the rest of their life.
Yeah, no, they're getting serious brain damage and injuries, and we're just like, wow, get 'em.
A few moments later.
It is interesting that people perceive like that, like if you make money off of it, you have to be good. Like that.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Yeah, whenever I was talking about somebody and I was like, I don't enjoy him as a person. He doesn't seem cool at all. Like he's not instinctively or like just as a person, he's not funny to me. They're like, well, he's on the road touring.
Right.
And it's like, okay, fucking.
It'd be funny if you just you're like, oh, I didn't know. Okay, then you're right.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. Yeah, it's not like you can get to these positions through like nepotism or just kissing ass or
So like when I
it's
say
not like we see bad people go up every night and get regularly booked or anything. Just kidding. It is like that because that's how
there's
it is.
audiences for them too.
Yeah.
It's just you think they're awful, and I think they're awful. Certain comics.
Yeah.
Because it's not for us.
Yeah.
But there are people that it is for.
Yeah.
And they're not for us either.
Yeah.
So just let them have them.
Yeah.
They make their own little pocket, right?
Yeah.
But you think about who are the real cool people in Houston?
Yeah.
They're still up for grabs. They don't have a favorite local podcast.
Yeah.
They don't have a favorite local showcase because they haven't found anyone that makes. And think about it yourself. Do you have a favorite local podcast? Do you have a favorite local showcase?
No, not really.
Okay, then why would they? And you're around all the time.
Yeah.
If you had a favorite, you'd be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so what I'm trying to say is that we're only gonna waste our time here in this city, in this scene, if we don't realize what we're all capable of and stop being scared of, what is someone else gonna say? Oh, I have to tell everyone they're funny even if I don't think they're funny. I have to just pretend because otherwise I will never make it. No, you're not gonna make it because you think you have to pretend and you spend your whole life pretending.
Yeah.
That's what all these comics are doing on stage.
Do you think Patrice O'Neal ever pretended to like anyone?
No.
Fuck no.
No. Did you ever listen to him talking on podcasts, on radio, and everything? He didn't even like his people that he liked.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't even like his best friends.
Yeah.
He or himself.
Yeah.
And
which gives me hope. As hateful as I am. If you're funny enough, it's okay.
you have to hate yourself.
Yeah.
People who don't hate themselves.
I mean, I hate myself a lot, but I think I have so much hate in my heart for everybody ever.
No, it's not everyone.
Not there's like 4 people, but like, I don't know. It's like I can like most people, but my initial reaction to humans is just I don't like you, and you need to prove to me why I should like you. And I shouldn't be like that, I should see the good in people and be like, give me a reason to dislike you. But instead, I'm like, give me a reason to like you.
Good. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's honest.
I guess so.
No, it honestly is. No, because, man, it's honest.
I would be a happier person if I gave people more of the benefit of the doubt and I wasn't so like.
Who wants to be happy?
Critical.
Happy's boring. Who
That's
wants to be
true.
happy?
I
Who
want
wants
to be
to
miserable forever.
Yeah. No, you're not miserable. You're miserable because the word. It's just you can't even define it with a word how you are actually feeling.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about language is that we try to sum everything up with a word.
Yeah.
There's no word for how life is.
That's true.
It's heaven, it's hell, it's pain, it's joy, it's all of it at the same time. It's a mix of all of it. If you have a complex enough brain, you can feel it all at the same time because you're just self-aware. Hell is self-awareness. So my whole thing is people are protecting themselves from the truth. The truth is that they're not good at what they're trying to be good at.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And most of us aren't. And we're scared of admitting it because we have to admit the time that we're wasting. We have to admit. So the things that I've been saying on like social media, like, do you really like comedy or you just not know how to make friends?
Yeah.
That type of thing. People were like, they were like messaging me like, yo, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's I guess what I'm saying is that like that's what everyone's scared of when it comes to me, because I don't have anything to lose in this town.
Yeah.
I living here is just giving up for me. Just living here is giving up.
Yeah.
Because it's a free house. I mean I pay utilities, but free house basically. Seems so easy to get booked, man. Easy to get booked. Look who's getting booked.
Yeah.
Look who gets booked.
Yeah, me.
Right?
No, but
fresh outbound. But you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
No, but you're funny though.
Thank you.
Doesn't mean that you should be getting booked.
Yeah, no.
Nobody should be getting booked in this town, barely. But there's no scene here.
Yeah.
So they just putting on, and so everyone here has to tell each other they're funny and should be getting booked. They should be getting shows. Dude, if someone from New York, dude, that's what happens when they do come from New York.
Yeah.
When people from other scenes, they come here now and they watch what we're doing, they'll be like, yo, they would not let this happen in New York. This is just,
yeah.
people are nervous, they're new, they're not comfortable. It's just obvious that there's just no competition here.
Yeah.
There's the good comics don't want to do the shows that they're putting on.
Yeah.
Because they don't pay.
Yeah.
They don't pay. They're not worth the time. The crowds are so small.
Yeah.
It's pretending. Houston scene is pretending to be a scene. We're just pretending to be a scene, dude. But it's so. I mean, every show I hear, there was like 5 people. Yeah, there was 10 people. I'm like,
yeah.
I did that, and I do that. I do that at my house, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, only 10 people showed up. It's just my house.
Yeah, no, and it's like a show.
And that's what people are doing on
rooms.
Google's calling you a comedy club, and you have the same audience as just me being like, hey, come over.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop even calling my show a show and just be like, hey, everyone want to come over and do comedy? You're invited.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Why pretend? Like, it's just like, could we just do stand up at any time? And be like, hey, if you feel you want to do a set any time of the day, I mean, nobody's really here.
Yeah.
I'll set up a camera and sound.
Yeah.
And it'll just be the 24/7 comedy room.
Yeah. No, somebody told me to not do your show because they're like, oh, you're better than that. Yeah. And I was like,
you never told me this.
Yeah, no, it was fairly recent.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to tell me who it was.
Yeah, no.
After.
But they were like, yeah, no, you're a better comic than this. Don't do this. I'm like, it's fucking fun. I like doing it. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm not above anything. And to think that we in Houston are above shit is silly. It's silly and fucking you're goofing, bro. You're straight goofing. Like,
but also why it's man, that's
to think that it would decrease my value as a comic to do anything is just silly because I'm not shit. You know, and it's like
what was the reasoning?
All they said was like that you're better than that. You shouldn't do that anymore.
That's it, just vagueness.
Pretty much, yeah. And like say I guess insinuating that it makes me look bad or something.
So this is what they want to say. They can't say it. And you know is what they're really saying. Like, I don't like Antonio. So don't do his show. That's all they're saying. That's basically, I mean, because if they had a reason, there is none besides that.
Yeah. Well, for him, it was just like, I guess, and he might have implied or said at some point that like, yeah, it makes you look bad because you're taking this like, because you're having fun and you're not, because I'm not taking it seriously.
Taking what seriously?
Yeah. Taking comedy seriously and only doing serious. So you know it's not fine for me to go to this backyard show that I have fun at.
You know how many shows
that
I've done in my life in backyards that were like real shows?
Yeah.
Like they're fun.
Yeah.
Like what?
And it's just like I want to do what I want to do, and it's gonna be fun. Also, nobody is fucking seeing this. I exist in a vacuum right now. Nobody is looking at me.
What's the difference of doing a show in a backyard or doing a show for the same amount of people in a bar? What's the difference?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They're like, don't do this backyard show, this and that. But then you go to arguably the biggest club we have and do a show, and it's 7 audience members.
Well, what's the difference?
4 audience members.
What's the difference?
Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It's
yeah.
the truth. So basically, the only thing they have left is to say that, like, don't do that. You're better than that. Okay, well, explain yourself. What? Even the people who attack me, they're not. No facts, no nothing. It's just a vague. This guy sucks. We don't like him.
Yeah.
Bad, toxic guy, mean guy.
I think it's also just yeah.
That's it.
It's also just taking yourself too seriously to say I'm better than this. I'm above this. I'm fucking bitch. I'm not. I'm having fun. I know I'm not shit. Like realize you're not shit. Because chances are nobody in this scene. There's maybe a couple people that are kind of shit, but not really. You know, none of us are really fucking. None of us matter. None of what we do. Nobody. If you're funny, if you're legitimately funny, and you are a good comic,
we all know. So this is the thing.
Yeah.
People will attack me for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I wish they would just say that, but they can't even do it. It's not. They won't post it anywhere. They can't say I'm not funny. They can say anything else. They can try to make whatever. But and if I wasn't funny, that's the first thing that they would have been going with, and everyone would be like, "Oh no, he's not funny." So well, that's it. But that's if I wasn't funny, nobody would care about anything that I had to say.
But even looking at it from the perspective, like, oh well, if you do a backyard show, it makes you look unprofessional or this or that, and it's like, no, if I'm legitimately funny, if people like my comedy, which some people do. And if somebody wants to book me and they look at my page and they say, oh, she did a show in a backyard, nobody's gonna, if I'm funny enough, nobody's gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna book her because she did this show in a backyard. Nobody gives a fuck because I'm doing other shows too. It doesn't matter. And even if I only did backyard shows, if I was funny enough, it wouldn't fucking matter.
Right. They should ask you for your clip and then listen to your jokes. And if that's what. Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's just backyard jokes. I'll talk about backyard stuff, backyard comic. I'll talk about. When people was like, hey, I'm not really a backyard type of comedian. I'm like, yo, me neither, dude. I mean, I know I'm putting the show on in my backyard. Doesn't mean doesn't make me a backyard kind of comedian. What even is that?
I don't only perform at cookouts. Like, fucking. Yeah. Catch me hanging by the barbecue grills at the park. Just
so
fucking
stupid.
Itching.
It's so stupid and scary. They're scared. And, oh, man, you should have told me because that really, you have to understand, I love it.
This is very recent, so I didn't think of it till now.
Recent.
Yeah, it was like literally like 2 days ago.
And I haven't even been booking you on my fucking show anyway.
Yeah.
The fucking.
Yeah.
They're just like sitting around like, hey, did you do a Torrio show a month ago? You shouldn't do that anymore. What the fuck?
This bitch that I barely talk to is doing something that I don't like. I better tell her. She better fucking tweak her career.
Imagine caring what shows other people do.
Yeah.
Do you care what other people shows that they do?
Fuck, dude.
I barely care what shows I do.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I put my dates out and I'll just be like, all right, I think I'm gonna start doing that. Fuck my tour. Yeah, I have like 12, 13 shows a month that I could post and be like, hey, I'm doing these things. Nobody's coming to any of them.
Yeah.
Nobody comes to my shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start being like, all right, this month, hey, if you wanna, I'm just gonna be streaming live, 24/7 from my living room.
Yeah.
And if you wanna do a set, you're free. It's set up for you. Do a set. Bring your. It's you know what? Here's the code for the house.
Yeah, just open your house to the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and maybe that'll. I mean, if I really did do that, I mean, at least people will be curious. They'll be like,
yeah. Really? I mean, you might get robbed, but like.
But it's there's cameras.
That's true.
It's live streaming.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst time to rob someone is when they are live streaming.
Well, you gotta have a hidden camera too, I think, because if they know where the camera is at.
I already do have hidden cameras.
Okay, yeah.
Not in the main.
Don't tell them where the hidden camera. Don't unhide the cameras. They're hidden. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No, you gotta fucking keep that top secret.
All right, I'll tell you off of mic. Off of mic, I'll tell you where there are cameras.
Yeah. Yeah. Bet.
Okay. Yeah. But anyways, no. But I guess the points that I'm trying to make is that God.
And it's I don't know, it's weird that they feel so inclined to give me this advice and just various people giving me advice. And I get part of it is because I'm female and there's like this like I have to help her. she's inadequate. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly.
Are
but
they
part
successful?
Of it, a lot of these comics that are in our scene are bigger, like successful, like saying stuff to me, trying to give me advice, and it's like
no. Now successful. What do you mean? What is successful?
So not
Sound like
successful like they have a special or anything, but like successful like they've done improv or they've done
This
you know,
improv?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that level. So it's successful.
You know what they paid to perform at the improv?
Like $40.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's successful in this city.
Yeah, but I'm saying successful for Houston. I'm not saying successful like Webster Dictionary successful, but Houston successful. So, you know, these people that are lauded as being funny, and they are funny a lot of the time. So it's like, but in a way, I guess it's flattering that they give a shit enough about me to think that I need their opinion and that they want to like help. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like if I was just like any other open micer, like most of them don't give the time of day to those people, you know, like they don't, or they're not going to be honest with, they're honest, you know, they're not going to share their shit with them because they're like, well, what do I care what this person does? But for whatever reason, like with me, they're like, oh, I need to mold you.
Yeah.
Which is like flattering in a way.
So how long? So we won't like okay. So now think about it like this. I wouldn't want you to do what I did with my life.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be a road comic doing $100 a show for months and blah blah blah? I wouldn't recommend that to my worst enemy.
Not particularly. No, I don't like traveling very much, and it's like I'm open to traveling, but I would like to.
Right
live
now.
somewhere.
Let's say however long they've been doing stand up. Let's say, who knows, years, right? Years, right?
Yeah, typically.
Okay. So
upwards of 5 at least.
let's say that they're 5, 6, whatever years. Now they're giving you advice as if you want to be like them in 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like them in 5 years?
I would prefer to be better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they're telling you, hey, if you want to be like me, then do this, and you just be like, I don't want to be like you. So why would I listen to you? Yeah. Why would I listen to you?
Yeah.
Go
I guess,
with your gut.
Yeah.
You know.
And part of it is like I do have so much self-doubt, and I do think I take everything I'd say with like a grain of salt, because like I am listening to an extent, and it's like some of the advice is good advice, you know. It's like be more present, do this, do that, have more energy when you host, like helpful things that are, you know, that are useful, but it's.
Oh, so you mean like if you Google how to be good stand-up comedian, and you just Google it, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah.
It's people telling you things that's just like generic advice that, of course, it's.
Yeah. I do feel that I am often like told things that I already know I should improve upon. Like it's like hosting is like something I haven't done a lot of it. I'm still figuring it out. And so that's, you know, like, here's how to be a good host. And I'm like, I realize that it's just putting it into practice that is difficult. There is still a learning curve for me because I haven't done it very much.
So they call it hosting because it's supposed to be someone who feels comfortable with where they are, and you're coming to their show because you're the host, right? So like when I host shows in my house, I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah, because it's your house.
My house.
Yeah.
But when I had a home club, I felt the same comfort.
Yeah.
I knew that people running the club were behind me. They believe in me. We're whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And so if you're hosting shows and you don't feel comfortable, it's because you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's say, where are you hosting this particular show that you feel uncomfortable?
I mean, I guess the only place I've really hosted shows or mics has been like Secret Group.
Okay. Now, who's now clubs usually the person in charge?
Yeah.
It's like a figurehead.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're around every show.
Yeah. Because
of course they are. They love it. They love being there.
Yeah.
They love watching it. That's why they have a club. That's why anyone has a club, because they want comedy to be happening. Now, if the actual club manager is never there, that doesn't happen. That is not a thing.
Yeah.
But we let it be. We let it be a thing here,
Yeah.
and we're like, these hosts, they're not comfortable. It's like, because there's no fucking management. There's nobody that's like giving us instructions. You're supposed to host for your home club. The host, it's like a stable. There should be a coach that's like telling, like, hey, it should be organized, and they should be watching. They say what you did good, what you can do better. They believe in you or whatever. It shouldn't be this like stepdad that never even like is there, never tells anyone good or bad, because they're lying to themselves. And they can't even tell you where the money's going or anything, and why is there no parking lot, and why is all that shit. We're not allowed to know any of it. They're not transparent about any of it.
That's the thing, right? It's the transparency that is the lack of transparency that is disturbing, because it's, at least at other places, whenever something goes wrong, it's like, this is what's up. Sorry, like,
what happened?
This is what's happening.
Why isn't there a festival? Be honest. Just say why. Are we supposed to just place blame on what?
Yeah.
What was the reason? I don't. I mean, there's a lot of words. He talks like a politician. He says a lot of things without saying the thing that we're wondering. Yeah. Nobody's wondering, oh, are we going to be able to use our tickets for the next one? Nobody's wondering these questions. These questions now, they want to know why. Why?
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck? People don't cancel festivals. They canceled Skankfest because of COVID. Yeah. This isn't because of COVID. Yeah. Why is it canceled? I didn't want it to be canceled. I swear to God, I never wanted it to be canceled.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
It turned into now, like because of how they took it so personally, and like they're still telling you, don't do my shows. It's a problem with me. It's a problem with me, and it's just that I tell the truth. Yeah. People are fucking really scared of it. They hate it. It
really is the secret group. They got a lot of secrets.
They weren't lying. Yeah. That's the secret. They were, fuck, man. They won't know. They won't tell us the truth about what. It's going to be like 9/11. They're going to take it to the grave.
Jet fuel can't melt festivals.
Honestly, like, do we need like a report like they had at when after 9/11, like who was at fault? They start doing interviews.
Yeah, an expose. I
want to know.
Everybody wants to know, and we won't. I don't. And if we do somehow find out, it's gonna be secondhand. It's gonna be some rat.
Somebody does like a press conference. It's like Drew with or that won't be Drew. Yeah. He'd probably tell the truth if they ever.
Yeah, no, if he knew, I think he would say it.
They won't tell him. They wouldn't tell him because he would tell them.
Yeah. No, because he is honest. And
who would be a spokesperson? Brian would be a good
Ginger?
Yeah, he'd be a good spokesperson for it.
Oh, in general, yeah.
No, like a newscaster. Doing the press conference. Telling everyone why they canceled. Yeah. Yeah, we felt it was not.
Was he on it?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, the riot was one of the little.
Yeah.
Everyone was on it. If Andrew liked you, you're on it. I mean, yeah. Or it was really
I was on the roast on it, but
yeah.
Which honestly, I'm not that upset. Just because I was like, I don't think it's going to be successful. I don't think it's going to be. Just seeing the way that things are ran. Yeah. It's like, how are you going to, if you can't sell out a show on this night, a weekend, if you're having weekend shows.
Big city. It's a big city.
If you're having weekend shows with 12 people, what makes you think you can get people to buy these fucking passes for a festival?
The lineups used to be really good, so they'd buy it for the lineups. Yeah. Like they had Norm Macdonald here. Yeah. They had Maria Bamford. People with real followings.
What is the reason they don't do that? Is it just cheapness? Yeah. Or it is?
Yeah.
I think so? Yeah.
No, it's not just think so.
Yeah, no. I mean, it makes sense. It just
these people aren't turning down money. Yeah. Good money. Yeah. They're not offering good money. Yeah. They're not paying anyone good money. Yeah. Those comics that make festivals type comics, Sarah Silverman. Okay. Yeah. If she's on a festival,
people are going.
Because they would go to see her anyway. Yeah. There was nobody like that on the festival.
There was Akash was probably the biggest draw, I think, because I
yeah,
did
but
have,
then the people that would buy because of him, they're gonna be like, Andrew's not gonna be there. Then I don't want to go. Why isn't Andrew gonna be there? I want to pay $100 just to see just Akash.
yeah,
What? Why isn't Andrew gonna be there? That's the first
yeah,
question. Why isn't Andrew Schultz there?
yeah,
And why? He wants more money.
yeah,
Akash is doing, or Akash,
yeah,
he's doing the shows that I used to do when I was a fucking, the shows that I wouldn't do anymore.
yeah,
The bowling alleys in Michigan and shit.
yeah,
Like, he's doing those shows. And they got him headlining
yeah,
for a festival in one of the biggest cities in America.
It is insane to think about how big we are as a city, and just the lack of a scene. Like, it's the tier of comics that we have.
It's because Austin is as close as it is. And there's people here that's like, oh, Austin isn't funny. It's like, the people that are in Austin that are funny, it's not because they're in Austin. They were already had audiences, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's it doesn't matter where you live anymore. The whole idea of scenes even being a thing, it's everything's on the internet now. Is your account viral or not? You know?
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of views on YouTube or not?
Yeah.
Nobody asks where are they. Nobody knows or cares. It's
Yeah.
we're like there's people that are going down with this shit too. The people who are like, oh, another week with no shows. I'm really hoping to have shows this weekend. It's like, comedy is that form of comedy.
Yeah.
The old guard is dead.
Yeah.
And you're either going to go down with the ship or you're going to realize that, oh, it's freedom.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it like we used to have to. Work your way up through the circuit. Here are the clubs. Here, blah, blah, blah. After COVID, it's all reset.
Yeah.
If you're funny, you're funny. And if you know how to get to your audience and just get to them, let them see you. And boom. Cut out the middleman. People don't buy their mattresses from bed stores anymore. They get online. Why should they get your comedy in a comedy club?
Yeah.
They'll get online. Why should they have to take a day out of their life to watch you when they can just, like, all of my favorite comics that I listen to, their podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just listen to their podcast for free.
Yeah.
I'm not asking. They're not asking anything from me.
Yeah.
But we are always asking our friends and family, listen to me, come to my show.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that's like another thing that I don't really get scolded for, but it is praised very much if you can bring people, you can bring a crowd, and it's like, I don't want to do that to I care about the people I care about. I care about my friends. I kind of care about my family. Like, I don't want to put them through, oh, come see me, because our crowds are so lackluster and small that I need to bring people that I fucking know in order for there to be a show.
Like, hey, I would have just had people over.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, I just don't want to do that to my friend. And if my friends are ever like, I want to come see you, and if it's of their own volition, go for it. That's great. That's dope. But I'm not going to obligate anybody to come out to something because you can't promote your show. Because you can't, Yeah. I don't feel like it should be the comic's job to fucking bring people. And it's like,
It's not. If you could bring people, you wouldn't need them. They want you to do their job. They're the promoter.
Yeah. Can you imagine if, like, Tom Segura is playing at the Smart Financial Center and they're like, hey, can you bring people? Can you bring your family? Fuck no. Fuck no. The whole point is that
his shit sells out like instantly because he has fans from his podcast.
Yeah.
And that's 2022.
It is bringing people of a sort, but it's like, you know what these are. You know that none of us really have a following. So it's like, as a club, you should have people that want to come to your shit because you're booking quality shit.
Yeah.
Or, you have good. And it's like, there's
bad comedy shows are almost like pyramid scheme, okay? So like, if you convince your friends and family to come to like a Cutco Knives like retreat.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. So, whenever I brought my brother for the yard work show and then I went to the living room.
Oh, yeah. You told me this. No, you told me.
No. He did lie to my parents. And they were like, yeah, he told us it was a great show. And it was so packed, in downtown Houston.
Yeah.
And, like, he lied for me. And, like, that's, that was sweet. But it's just weird to expect the people on the show to bring an audience.
Right. If they had an audience, they wouldn't need you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Sucks.
No, but
send out Facebook invites, send out this and that. And I'm like, I don't want to burden people with, like, that happened today. There's somebody, I had to block them because it's like I did somebody's show and it was like this person who owns the club or, like the entertainment thing, it's always like a letter and then entertainment. They're having some sort of fucking thing that I'm not a part of at all. Just some fucking like brunch party, whatever fucking shit this is. And they post about it and then they tag me and 89 other people in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, look, if your shit was any good, you wouldn't need random whores to promote it. Take me off this shit.
Oh, no, I always just block every time. Unless I'm close friends with them.
Yeah.
I just block. Otherwise, remove myself from
or like that fucking
remove myself.
That comic that is like putting on a show with his friend, and then they were like, "Hey, can you share my post? Can you share my show that you're not on and have no part on? I might book you on the next one." I'm like, if you're doing this shit, I don't want to fucking be on it.
Yeah.
If you have to send it to me, for me, a 7-month-in comic to promote it, I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's silly.
I know. Fucking tripping balls right now.
Yeah, are you crying?
Huh?
Are you crying? Your eyes are real wet.
It's just tripping. It's not like...
Okay.
A few moments later.
I mean, obviously we're tripping on mushrooms, so it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
I knew that if you're gonna do a live podcast, no, you can't really do it if you're tripping. It's just uncomfortable. If you're the only if you're on something that the crowd is not on, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like what's the point of this right now? You imagine no, people have done stand up on shrooms.
Yeah,
on
I've
stage.
seen it. It's usually not good.
Yeah, I know.
Because everything is funny to you when you're on shrooms.
Not me.
For me, it makes things funnier.
Really?
I get the giggles.
Oh yeah.
Call them silly Sibens.
Well, for me, the truth is that I don't think anything's funny anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like beating.
I think
the husk.
So it's weird because like comedy to me is not as funny, and it's like I get very critical, but then stuff that is not comedy is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the Maury show. That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Fucking all those freaky people.
Yeah.
The people that go on the Maury show are just like subhuman for the most part. And it's not like, it's just like all the worst sects of society. So like the white trash, just the fucking.
I love how you had to just like.
That's
as soon as you said what you said, you're like.
I realize I'm conscious. I'm conscious.
Then you're like, all right, I need to figure out.
Not even necessarily. It's not. Yeah, it's not just.
It's poor
poverty.
people.
It's not just poverty. They're all fucking ugly. Every person on that show is unattractive. I've never seen a person on the Maury show and thought I would get her pregnant.
Really?
Never. There's not been one. They're all missing one key feature that makes them distinguishable as a human. They're all fucking. I saw a bitch with no neck. I saw a bitch with no cheeks. It was just fucking flat. Like her face was just like like if she made a profile, it was just a line.
Yeah.
Just no fucking facial features. Or like this other bitch. Like it's just like insane the people that they have on it. And that shit was so funny to me.
Yeah.
And it is still funny because like, and it's for paternity shit usually, and it's always about fucking. It all comes back down to fucking.
And these are the people who are fucking. So imagine how ugly the people who aren't even fucking look.
Everybody can fuck. That's what the Maury show has taught me. Anyone can fuck.
Anyone can fuck.
Yeah. Like, what was it?
And you know what? I feel bad for the babies.
It's like Ratatouille, and he's like, anybody can cook. Anybody can fuck.
I feel bad for the babies on this.
Dude, It's so funny.
Because imagine you're gonna grow up. I mean, it's gonna be a whole generation.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like a Maury support group where you. It's gonna be like there'll be like an infomercial where you.
Yeah. No, this bitch was she was talking about her baby, and she's like, she looked just like you, and it's like at the picture of like the dad and the baby. She goes, she looks just like you. Look at those Dumbo ears. Where did those come? Like, bitch, this is your daughter. Like, this is being recorded. Your daughter's gonna be an adult someday. Fucking, she might see this a week from now and just like hear you call it about her fucking Dumbo ears, calling her out for this feature she cannot help at all. And just on live in front of hundreds of people, just look at those Dumbo ears.
Fuck hundreds of people. People are watching all over the world.
Hundreds of people in the moment, and then fucking like millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us high on mushrooms. It's like, yeah, just fucking, it's fucked up, the shit that they like say about their kids.
You want to bet there's gonna be commercials being like, "Were you on the Maury show as a baby, and
No.
we can get you compensation."
I'm sure they signed a waiver. They got the baby to sign a waiver.
Just like a drool pattern.
Yeah.
Just like put the baby's face and
Yeah.
fucking sign it. Yo, people shouldn't be. Maury shouldn't be a thing. That TV show is.
It's not a thing anymore.
It should never have been a thing. That paternity testing, that should never have been.
No, it shouldn't have. It's such a fucked up concept, but you know what? It got views. Steve Wilkos, Maury, fucking, what was the other one? There was another one.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer, yeah. Jerry Springer, Maury.
Well, Jerry Springer had at least a production. I felt like they had writers. Okay.
Yeah.
It was.
But the Maury show was just like truth.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and it's like
ugly. True.
The worst part is whenever the mom is like, you know, you're her dad. I know you're her dad. There's no doubt. I know it. And then he's like, you was fucking everyone. And like she's like, no, I know it's you. And then it comes out that he's not the dad.
Yeah. I love that. That shit makes me laugh so much. There was this one girl. She would like.
This dude almost started crip walking.
Yeah.
They're just so thrilled. But then there's sometimes where, like,
it's a thing. I think sometimes it's.
But what's
all
worse
staged.
is when the mom is like, you're not the dad. There's no way. You're not it. And then he's like, yeah, I am. And she's like, no, you're not. I cheated on you. You're not the dad. And then it comes out he's not the dad. And she's like, yeah. And then he's like, you don't know who your fucking kid's dad is. Chill out.
Oh, man. Yo.
Sandra. Like, you don't.
Yeah, not knowing who there's people, I guess there are mothers that don't know who they're.
And it's like, when I was watching it, like, last night or the other night, time is weird. But, like, I'm just watching, and you see they keep the picture of the child up, and
I
so
know. It's like
they announce that they do not know who this kid's father is, and it's just like you're looking at the kid, and you're like that.
I think Maury is.
They don't know.
I think Maury's a white supremacist. I think that he is an evil man who made a show so popular so he could shame black people. To
I mean, they
everyone.
have white people on there too.
Fucking just to say they also have white people.
That's true.
It's mostly black people. He's white and he's making money off of it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
He's fucking the devil. He's evil. He's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it already happened. So there's no, you're not gonna, take him to court over.
Now, what they should do more of is To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
They need to bring that shit back.
Yeah, absolutely. Who the fuck stopped? Okay, who decided we're gonna stop doing this show?
So we talked about it at Scotty's Warehouse show. We talked about it in length because there's this video. Have you seen the Pizza Predator?
Mm-mm.
It's this guy, and he brings a pizza with him, and he sits down, and Chris Hansen confronts him, continues eating the pizza like he is like like the fold. And then like the to catch the cheese, the whole like the scoop maneuver. He's fucking balls deep in eating this pizza. Yeah. And Chris Hansen is confronting him about being a pedophile, and he offers Chris Hansen a slice.
You want a slice? Hey.
You want some? Like
the narcissism.
It's so funny, and he's just like nonplussed about the whole thing. Like he just doesn't care. But it's like obviously he has to. This is just his way of like coping with it. Is just to not care. But we're talking about that because it's fucking hilarious. We're looking at GIFs, we're watching the video, edited like when they zoom in and shit. Like that shit's hilarious. But The reason that they stopped doing it is because they were about to go to I believe he was a district attorney, because he had been in these conversations with underage girls on the internet, and they were going to his house and he shot himself.
Oh yeah.
So he committed suicide.
Yeah.
And so they stopped doing the show because of this risk. And like they asked Chris Hansen about it, and they're like, "Do you feel bad about this guy shooting himself?" And basically Chris Hansen's answer was just like, "I don't lose no sleep."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you shouldn't, because they're
No.
pedophiles.
Why did they stop? So one person, what he gets to, you know how many pedophiles he's protecting now?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I think that
You just made a pedophile a martyr.
yeah.
You just gave up on this fucking righteous this righteous endeavor
Yeah.
to capture pedophiles, because they got people. Like they made a difference. They stopped kids from getting fucked.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that these guys, it was a one-time thing like they're saying it is. These guys are casting, no fisherman only casts one net.
Yeah.
They're putting shit out everywhere, and if it wasn't this kid that they got caught doing, it was gonna be another fucking kid. And
Yeah.
kids are dumb. Kids try to fuck adults all the time. I was trying to fuck mad adults.
Yeah.
Like, kids are fucking stupid, and
Yeah.
we have to. He was fucking doing good shit.
Yeah.
And even just the fact that he was doing it acted as a deterrent, because it was so often on there, they would be like, "Oh, well, I've seen To Catch a Predator. You're not like one of those, right?" And they'd be like, "No," and they'd be like, "Dope, let's fuck." Like, so like they're aware of it,
right.
and maybe for those ones they're so demented that it doesn't stop them from doing it, and they're so sick that it doesn't make a difference. They still do it despite. But there had to be some that were on the fence about it. Can I get away with it? And then they see that show and they're like, you know what? It's not worth the risk. I'm not going to fuck kids.
That's the thing is though, those people, those pedophiles, they need to be inpatient. They need to be in an institution.
Yeah.
They need mental medication, therapy. They need to address the actual fucking the reason behind this.
Yeah.
But our country has made it impossible for people to get
access
healthcare,
mental health care.
so they're run amok.
Yeah.
But
it is sad.
Should they all kill themselves? Oh man, hey, it's that's the.
It sucks because they are still people, and this and that, but it's just so reprehensible.
Do we need that DNA? Okay.
Yeah.
So like if
well, the thing is that it's not. Pedophilia isn't genetic. I don't think. Because most of these people that have these dispositions,
they were abused.
They're abused almost every time. They were abused, or they were exposed to something at a young age that made them this way. And it's always something. It's never nature. It's always nurture. It's something happened to them, because it's not a normal thing. It's not like being homosexual or being heterosexual, where it's just like, it is what it's always formed out of some sort of trauma.
Like how you said homosexual first.
Yeah.
Like trying to make it as normal as heterosexual, like.
Well, I'm just saying those aren't mental, but there's some people that are like, oh, it's a sexuality. And it's like, it's not a fucking sexuality. It's born out of trauma every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Nobody comes out wanting to fuck kids.
No.
Nobody comes out as a baby and is like, look at that. Like, there's no toddler in the mirror like Buffalo Bill just like, I'd fuck me. Putting on their mom's lipstick and shit. Fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also think that we need something like To Catch a Predator out there.
Yeah, because now there are still undercover operations that do that stuff, but they are not widely publicized. They're not.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's the shame that.
I would watch.
Yeah.
I would watch. I like watching that shit.
Yeah, I love watching them squirm.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's the watchability factor, because they are caught in this heinous act, and it's entertaining, but it's also just like. Because a lot of them, they don't care if they go to jail. They're like so sick and so fucked up that it's
they just don't want to be on the show.
Yeah.
That's worse, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
to them it's worse, because if you go to jail, who knows about it? Your family knows about it. Your friends might know about it. But when it's put on public, like fucking public television,
Yep.
and like you're not gonna be able to get a job anymore. You're not gonna be able, because I mean, there's pedophiles that still go out and they get jobs and they live regular lives after having shit like that happen.
With those people, I mean, the public, I think like the public, it's like the death penalty. Okay, it's like
Yeah.
social death.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it is. The To Catch a Predator, it's a social death.
Yeah.
It's social death penalty. And they basically said that it was too much to have a social death penalty because people will kill themselves over it. But that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You should, if that's gonna be what it has to be to get you to not touch children,
Yeah.
then that's what it is.
It's not the sort of thing where
If you're not scared, they're not scared of jail.
Yeah.
So they need to be scared of something. We need to make
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Whatever they're scared of, we need to
Yeah.
do it.
Well, look at, because the way that the person that they were going to see was a district attorney. So you know that in his regular life, I'm sure he was already doing this shit. But he was like, oh, I'm in such a position of power, I can get away with it. I know all the lawyers. I am a lawyer. I can do whatever I need to do to get out of this. And
Everyone's in on it.
I'm above this. Yeah, I'm protected. But whenever you put it on national TV, you're not fucking protected anymore. Everyone knows you're a piece of shit. When you're in the public eye and you're no longer behind this shroud of people you know and
Yeah.
legal loopholes and fucking people that will lie for you and politicians and this and that, you're fucked. And that's...
And comedy scenes are just like little microcosms of the same
of
type
To Catch
of
a Predator.
of To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
There's predators taking advantage of comedians.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. They're not. Doesn't mean you're a pedophile,
Yeah.
but there's still lies that are protecting those in power. All that shit.
It's corruption, just generally.
Corruption.
There's
Corruption.
corruption in every accumulation of people has corruption. But the more public you make things, the more you expose shit, and the more people that see it, you can't deny it anymore. Some people are, like, the people that are in on it are going to cover their ears and close their eyes, and it's fine. This doesn't matter. But if enough people see it from an outside perspective that aren't in on it, they're like, hey, like, that's not cool. You can't let that slide. That's not very cash money of you.
But yeah, I just want to look. I want to find the truth about everything, about why things are the way they are,
Yeah.
and someone's being protected. And when it comes to why a comedy festival got canceled,
Yeah.
or why they canceled To Catch a Predator, the truth isn't being made known.
Yeah.
So if you know why any of this shit,
Somebody
you need to
shot
speak up.
himself over to come and take it.
We need to speak up.
Uh,
Who knows, man?
yeah. Now it sucks that To Catch a Predator got... I mean, I get it in a way. I understand that, the television network doesn't want to be responsible for deaths, but, like, who are we losing? It doesn't fucking matter. But publicity, this and that, fucking...
I guess their families will try to sue the people who put the show on.
Yeah, I think they might have tried to
For
sue
that type
them
of
or
thing.
something like that. There's legal repercussions to it, and entrapment, and like, I don't fucking care.
All right, I need to clean my. I'm like my face is
Your
like
face-
melting.
Yeah.
So yeah, take a break. It might be the end of the show.
Quick face melting.
Who
fine.
knows?